New day, folks, we're back. A couple of important things. First of all, folks, if everybody that watches this video likes and then possibly subscribes to the channel, it's free, just hit subscribe. We will hit 90,000 within 24 hours. It'd be a nice end to the year, people, if we hit 90k. Who knows, you might even hit 100 next year. Second important point, yes, folks, the wrong clip was posted last night. My apologies, I was out. YouTube studio on mobile is a nightmare. It happens. Very unfortunate. I'll fix it. Maybe repost the clip properly at some other point. Let's see what happens today first. Third point is that somebody mentioned yesterday that the farmers need to do it a little better like Canadian truckers. Now, I thought that was an interesting comment because from my perspective, the key difference is that after they finish protesting, British farmers don't just truck off. They stay there, unlike Canadian truckers. So, I mean, that's a fair point, is it not, guys? We've got no guard change today. What we have got is a lot of smiley tourists. Will it be as busy as yesterday? I mean, it's hard to say, actually. The queue is quite a long one. If I sort of move us back a teeny bit, got all of this lot, plus some impatient folks on the left, and I've been here for a while watching it, etc. One's a little bit shy, he doesn't want to talk to us. But it's a big queue, yeah? It's a very long queue. However, the reason I'm out and about, guys, I mean, yes, we didn't really have any horses for a couple of days, but the key overriding reason that yours truly is out on the street, in the cold. Actually, I mean, to be honest, there are two reasons. Reason number one is we didn't get any horsey action, folks, for a couple of days. But reason number two, and I think that this is arguably more important, today is going to be the last full day for the Blues and Royals. I mean, to be honest, they've only actually had one day today, assuming all goes well. Yesterday, there were no horses, so boxmen didn't need to get kitted up, as they were not in the boxes. So the Blues and Royals, bless them, have had the probably the easiest shift of 2024. Having arrived yesterday morning, done, no offence Blues, basically nothing vis-a-vis the boxes. However, before you all jump down my throat, I know they still got kitted up, I know they were still ready to mount if ordered to do so, and I also know that we had a chitsman and a gatesman who were fully uniformed up and looking magnificent. I'm teasing a little bit, but you know where I'm going with this, folks. Blues got off lightly yesterday. So today, I mean, hard to know. It's a teeny weeny bit sort of misty, drizzly. It's about 5 degrees on the street. Not the greatest, to be honest. However, for those of you that didn't see it, if you would like to warm your collective cockles, have a look at the Instagram and the carol singing video that I posted last night from a special event at the Royal Automobile Club. That's on the London City Walk's Instagram, which is will be linked in the pinned comment of this video. That was actually quite lovely, I must say, although I didn't capture it on film, but good lord, I can't believe I'm even laughing while I say this. It was a funny moment, even though at the time it wasn't. I've got a sort of before and after. In other words, I captured a couple of the early carols being sung, but then there was a loud noise. And the reason there was a loud noise is that one lady, bless her, fell off the stage. Yes, one member of the choir who was at the edge either fainted, it was very hot in the last night, or had slipped off the edge accidentally and fell on a couple of the singers in front of her, like a big crash bang wallop moment. Obviously everyone was like, whoa, you know, but like a trooper, she was helped up. Somebody brought her some water, and then she was taken off. But what a thing to see. I mean, I personally, I've noticed a shortcut. I personally have never seen a choir sort of crumble like that, guys, I must say. But it was rather interesting. Right, Jones, who's the guy driving this truck, this is Jones's van, everybody. Jones is going to deliver something to Downing Street. Now, judging by the colour of his van, it's a kind of a chocolatey brown colour. I think he might be delivering a lot of manure onto our PM's head, which will be well deserved. Hello, tourist, wait. See, this is what a Downing Street delivery looks like. Look at all these people squashed. Absolutely squished. And as if that were not exciting enough, everybody, we've got something even better. We've got an innocent badger, look. We've seen this badger before. Badgers betrayed by Labour. Who is paying this badger, guys, to stand here and be innocent is what I wonder. The innocent badger. Morning, right? Let's see if we can get through, guys. It's a bit of a squish here today. We've seen that badger before, only once, but we've definitely seen him before. And no, ladies and gents, I'm not rallying behind the old trooper. Why? Because that's not the old trooper, and that's a different type of old trooper. Anyway, so yes, guys, a little bit distracted yesterday. It's, you know, it's that time of the year. It's seasonal. One has to balance the practicalities of filming, which you all know I adore and greatly enjoy, especially on the busier, more vibrant days, shall we say, with real life, alas. So let's see what we get when we get there. I mean, I'm hoping, obviously, secretly, that we might spot a familiar face or two, horse-wise. I'm also hoping that we might spot a familiar face or four, trooper-wise. Yeah. I mean, the Blues are leaving tomorrow morning, so we're not actually going to see them again properly until Monday morning. It's a long lifeguard weekend coming up, folks. Now, I don't know about protests, I don't know about weather, I don't know about pretty much anything this weekend, because I didn't yet have time to look. I will research that tonight, and at this point I do plan, although it's never guaranteed, on being out tomorrow morning for all of you. And if I still have the energy after stuffing too many mince pies, hopefully Saturday too. Let's just see how we go. I don't like to promise because one never knows. And the most annoying thing about being in London at Christmas, or in this pre-Christmas period, is how long it takes to get around everybody. A taxi journey that would normally take around 10 minutes is typically taking about 45 minutes plus. That's how bad the traffic is. It's completely insane. And given how expensive London taxis are, I'm going to need to start occasionally standing outside King's Cross Station in some very tight-fitting latex shorts, ladies and gents, to refund my taxi fares. Yeah, I can see it coming. Okay, so an unfamiliar face on the horse. I'm just looking, actually. I can't really decide if the trooper is unfamiliar or not. Instinctively, I don't remember seeing this trooper here recently, but he reminds me of someone else who's been here a lot recently, who's been a gatesman recently. So, in all honesty, I'm on the fence. What do we think, folks? New face or not new face? The MTP-clad guard is not a new face. We've seen him multiple times. Oops. As if that were not crazy enough, the second we get here, horse, look at this. He's like, I've had enough, I quit. I think actually that's the magnificent gatesman we often get here. Oh, actually no, it's not. It's a different chap who we have seen before. He's not a new fellow, this chap. But look, horsey's just not in the mood. Okay, in my usual spot by the gate, let's follow horsey. Oh. Hold on a second, he's going straight back in. Or are they going to lead him round? What do we think? Okay, that's a wide one. Gosh, I mean, we did turn up at exactly the right moment, didn't we, for that? Thoroughly unexpected, but thoroughly fortuitous. Especially if we've got no one in front of us blocking the view. Okay, so in we go. That's the first quit. How many more do we think we're going to get, people? Oop. Here's quit number 2. He's out again. Through the box to the hunt. Watching my rear, just in case horsey goes a little bit zippity whippity. Gosh, let me bring you all the front row seat, folks. Okay, so he's been reversed into the box. Here comes reinforcements. fact, Horsey is a little bit worked up, guys. We can actually see, even though it's not super cold, I'm not sure if the cameras pick it up, can you see Horsey's breath? You should be able to see his breath a teeny bit. Hopefully it'll settle down. I'm going to stay in this position because if he doesn't, then we'll need to go back through the gate into the yard again. Teamwork, dreamwork, as always. It's 1/4 to the hour, so I mean we kind of timed that pretty well. Looking up actually at the trooper that's on. Back when he used to say trooper again. At the trooper that's on the horse, I don't think we've seen him in the box before. I think it's a new face. Oh, they've done. What do we think? Is Horsey going to stay, or is he going to have a third meltdown? That's the bell for 45. I'm going to move my backside real fast, guys, if the horse doesn't chill. Meanwhile, as if this were not a wonderful enough sight, an even more wonderful sight is a thoroughly splendid, no-nonsense gatesman. Look at this. Magnificent. Get myself back behind the bollards. That way, he'll need to smash them down if he wants to get to me. Of course, he's not liking the gatesman. Oh, here we go again. Nope, that's the third time he's off, and a little bit of a twist around. I can't actually see if it's Luxembourg again or Norseman. Instinctively, I've got a feeling it might well be Luxembourg. I'm just thinking, I know he's going to go over and help his colleague. And what a thoroughly kind and thoughtful thing to do it, just like that. Love it. I would think actually the guys in MCP will come back out again. Here we go. Move myself back. Making sure we've got plenty of space, and also give the guards plenty of space if the horse kicks off. A lot of people here this morning, especially behind me. I'll turn the camera in a minute. But a rare sight, folks, to see the gatesman in a face-off with the horse. Splendid, to be quite honest. A massive respect for helping out his colleague. Little pat. I don't think this horse is going to make it, folks. If he does settle that much to get to the end, we've got 13, 14 minutes, give or take, roughly. Let's move ourselves to the front a teeny bit though, quickly. Head on. Okay, let's see if Horsey's going to quit, or whether he's going to chill. What do we think? I still think it's a 50-50 in all honesty. Okay, I'm able to play chicken with the horse because there's a huge... It's yours. Yeah, move back. We haven't yet, folks, seen the horse take it past the bollards, but there's always a first time. Trooper's doing a sterling job, actually, controlling the horse, who's clearly very, 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 very nervous. The lady that I said, is she yours too? Her kid was right there, like, just completely oblivious to how dangerous it was. Wow. How's that for excitement?
Just came.
So did I. Right. This is the HCAV Horse Appreciation Society meeting. It's just finished. Everyone's left. This bro here, not the police officer, who's not a bro. That bro in the hoodie. Ooh. Who is this fine-looking fellow, folks, who's got his para beret on? He's also got 3 chevrons, which instinctively leads me to think corporal of horse, but for some reason he doesn't look familiar to me. What are we thinking, people? New corporal of horse, possibly? I mean, we've got some new faces among the troopers. He's very tall as well, probably about 6'4". Ladies, do not all swoon at once when he turns around to go back into the yard. Look, horse is eating out of his hands. Wow, he really settled him down. What a thing to see. That's fantastic. Horsey likes him, look. He's like, don't go. If you stay, I'll be a good boy. That's a wonderful thing to watch. He's giving, we can't hear because we don't need to, he's giving verbal instructions to his trooper. about when the horse is nervous. Gosh, I feel actually really privileged to be able to watch this. This is a sight to behold. Look how he settled the horse down. I have no clue if he's given the horse anything to chomp on, but the horse is having a little bit of a feast, maybe some polos. Good stuff. What a sterling fellow, eh? Totally chill. Horsey, calm yourself down, son, or I'm going to send you back to the stables. British military discipline at its finest. Now the horse is like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I promise not to act up anymore. Golly. Now, some of you have written before that I do seem to be quite lucky with timing, but folks, you would honestly believe that this was scripted, wouldn't you? That we walk here and that happens right in front of us the moment we arrive. Anyway, horse is having a chomp. I don't know what on earth he was given, but he's a happy boy. Meanwhile, we've got a very curious tourist sticking her head into the arches. She's like, excuse me, which way is the palace? Oh. Jogger didn't even realise there's a horse right there. In fact, I don't think any of the tourists are realising there's a horse right there. Let's leave this trooper alone, guys. We've captured quite enough of him. We're most grateful to him for his thoroughly professional handling of that. The fact that little kid was right next to me and read, her mum was just like, duh. Unbelievable, really. And even when I said, is she yours? She's like, yeah, but didn't even tell her to move. She just said, Soph. Just like, hello. Don't worry if your kid gets trampled by a horse, you know, you can always have some more. Utterly extraordinary. God forbid the day it all goes wrong here, folks, and it involves a kid. It will be the parents' fault no matter what. Oh, Christmas pudding hat. That is Bobble Hat of the Year at Horseguards. I haven't seen a Christmas pudding yet. Plus the red pom-pom kind of goes with Blues and Royals. It matches, does it not? Same colour as the plume. Thanks. Super tall guy just walked out and saw me and walked around. Thankfully he would have blocked out the sun for at least the rest of the day. Or the lights, should we say. Oh, guys, I didn't even realise it. But Christmas pudding bobble hat girl is actually Soph from the other end, whose mum just let her almost get trampled. Oops. Anyway, let's leave them to it. They deserve their relative privacy if they're not in front of the horse. Okay, so Trooper, MTP clad Trooper, is going to open up the doors. Horse with his massive shaggy furlock. Yeah, you. We're talking about you, chappie. This one's super chill. The other one just fundamentally just settled himself down massively. Corporal of Horse did a good job with that. Now, I'm very keen to know which horses we've got, so in a second I'm going to try and tell you. Quidding horse, my money's going to be on Luxembourg. If it's not Luxembourg, it's Norseman. I'm not going to guess that equivocally, because when I did it last week, I was wrong. And yours said, John, it's not Norseman, it's Luxembourg. Okay, so let's have a look at this one, see if I can put up the hoof number. Let's see. We can enjoy a little bit of tourist time. Sec. Oh, there's a guy taking a picture of the horse's bum. Look. All sorts of fetishes we get visiting here. She's in the box. Oh no, she's not. He was looking at her. About to say, get out of my box. Right. Let's also take, while we're here, a picture of this gloriously bushy furlocked horsey. Oh great, look, now I take out the camera, he doesn't want to look at us, he moves the other way. Horsey, hello? Gotcha. Right, who is it? Hoof number is... Oh, it's crystal clear, folks. Other horses back out of the box and chill, but we will go back there in a minute. Let's have a quick look at this. Where are we? We need our starred horsey list, which I've now got in front of me. And this number horse is, drum roll, Vesuvius. Oh! He just looked at the camera when I said it. Hey guys. Vesuvius. Yeah. You know what? It's 100% Vesuvius, and that's Aquaman on the left. And then you want to go inside. Oh, he's saying you want to go inside, okay? And they're just like, okay, what? Here?
You have time. It's going to be 5 minutes. Let me tell you filling up.
Yeah, we've got roughly 5 minutes. If the other horse moves again, folks, so will we. Vesuvius is pretty chill actually, but there are more people at the other end. I don't think we're going to get this horse doing anything unsettled. Meanwhile, at the other end, we've got a lot of the tourists. They are crowded. I'm not sure why, but they are. Lots and lots of them, look. In fact, tons. Oh. I have no idea where they're going or where they're running. But the horse is super chill now, in fact. Wow. Corporal Force has got magic hands, everybody. Oh. Oh. Gosh, I know it's that time of the year, folks, but I had no idea we'd be seeing Jesus ourselves in today's video. In fact, guys, I should ask him if he brought his tools with him and whether or not he's able to quickly repair the stable doors while he's here. That might be a good idea. They're creating sort of odd group shots here with the horse in the background. A lot of bro shots. I'm thinking actually, from what we're seeing in terms of the numbers at the front, which are fairly healthy, I must say, for a non-guard change morning, I think we might be in for a bit of a buoyant one, folks. Let's see what happens. A lot's going to depend on which two troopers come out shortly and which two horses they're on when they come out shortly. But golly, yeah, it's pretty buoyant here. A couple of big groups arrived and pretty much took up the whole of the line, look, in the yard. The group here getting all the pictures are Italians, 100%. I hear them shouting like Matteo, which is a slightly Italian-esque name, I'm sure we'd all agree. Okay, a famous rapper here, guys. This is MC Snow. It's MC Snow, don't you know? I mean, to be fair, he's quite hardy, this fellow. It's flipping freezing there. You can even see the horse's breath. Oh, he suddenly realised it's cold. And it is. The only thing I'm unable to decide at this point is whether or not we should go into the yard, folks, for the change or stay here. It's a 50-50 one. Nervous horse at the front. Yard full of teenagers. Very, very, very tricky decision. I think, instinctively, is it 4 minutes? It all depends on whether or not the gatesman's going to change over. Instinctively, I don't think he will, but you know what, he might. And the might is enough for me to risk heading into the yard. Why? Because look at this massive line that's formed. In other words, actually that said, no, this tall guy will move them out the way. If the gatesman is going to leave his post to head to the tunnel, that tour guide is experienced, he will tell them to move. So, looking around the yard, 12 noon, cold day, jetsman, gatesman. Shitsman's kind of looking positioned as though he's ready to leave. It all depends, guys. What do we think? Are they going to change over all four or just the two? That's the bit I'm having trouble with. Oh, we've got a gent here in a kilt this morning walking through. In fact, I'm going to follow Kilt Man back to the front. They're just walking the new horses into the stable area to come out. Oh, look at this. Are these public litter pickers? 1 second, surely not. Let me ask them, guys, why they're picking up litter, in fact, here at Horseguards. Guys, can I ask why you pick up litter on the street? Is it like a charity, or...?
Yeah.
You just walk around the centre and clear up all the tourist mess?
Seems like it, yeah. Heritage reporter.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Polish accent?
Lithuanian.
Lithuanian?
But it's okay.
Wait, here in London, clearing up the tourist mess all the way from Lithuania.
It's our company. We're doing a volunteer day, so we got to choose various different volunteer things today, and we chose litter picking around the area.
What are the options though, guys? If it was not litter picking, what else would it be?
There was like help the aged, like on talking to them on Zoom, I think, and then there was also helping people with their CVs at a school nearby. And, we wanted to do something on foot.
Wow, and people love it here because there are no rubbish bins, so you've got a lot of work cut
I've
out for you
had
guys,
loads
haven't
of
you?
people coming up and giving me their litter.
Quite a bit, yeah.
It's been successful so far.
Thanks a lot, guys. You too. Well, how lovely is that, in fact, guys? Girl from Lithuania. Of course, I thought Polish. Why? Because the accent, obviously, she sounds Polish. I wasn't a million miles off. The only reason I asked if she was Polish is because I could then say dzień dobry. I don't know how to say good day in Lithuanian. Oh, no, I'm sorry, guys. But wow, how thoughtful is that? A charity out in the cold on this special day, clearing up the litter. Even the horse was like, yeah, that's impressive. Incidentally, guys, thanks for hosting. Actually, you know what? I'm going to run back in and get quickly on the corner. That's it. I wasn't sure the police were going to let me, but okay, we're on the corner. Here we go. Look, just in time. Ta-da! Oh, hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, horsey. I think we might have the twins about to enter the... I can't quite see. Instinctively, I think we've got the twins. Golly, it was very impressive. The horses came out at exactly the same moment. Twin horses, twin troopers, I think. Nope. There's an issue with the Angolan embassy, according to the police radio behind me, which is so loud I can't avoid overhearing it. Boxman 2, your boxes, great march.
Boxman 2, your boxes.
Oh, was it walk march or walk march? Walk march? I guess it's better than frog march. The only problem is, guys, if I'm correct, and I'm not sure 100% if it is the twins, how the hell are we going to decide which end to film at? Beautifully done. And luckily I haven't got the cold and flu. Now curiously, for some reason, police are not telling the tourists to get out of the way. They're all at the front gate. How's this going to work? Wait, what? How is the front gate that busy and no one's telling everybody to move? Very curious. I'll ask in a minute. That's really curious. Can I ask you a quick question? I saw in a couple of other videos yesterday that people were all like basically standing, no one's moving at the front gate. Has it changed?
We're told not to do crowd control.
Oh, really?
It's down to the urban guards.
So however mad it gets these days, it would just be left to them. If it's enough troopers, it won't get done.
Firearms in public order training. So it's come from our bosses.
Damn. It's going to be an interesting summer next year if it's still like that then, though.
They've got the army to do it. They just don't send them out.
It's a fair point, to be honest. They've got at least, 5, 6, 7 guys in there. So, yeah, you're right, 100%. Wow. Thanks for clarifying. Okay, guys, I know the officer well, so he was happy to tell me. Now, that's the answer we were looking for. They're not doing any more crowd control, okay? At the moment, for whatever reason, the bosses, big bosses over at the MOD police, have told them, do not deal with crowd control. Focus solely on counter-terrorism, public threats, public safety, etc. Goodness gracious me, that is utterly extraordinary to have heard it directly from the officer. Okay, so we'll stay initially. Can you squeeze in? Sorry. That's it. Squeeze in. I think we're going to have to split our time 50-50. I've chosen this end to start with simply because most exiting the gate, and it's a busy yard that's emptying out to the front here, tend to turn to their right. Doesn't always end up equaling the right, but often they do. So let's see. Actually, wait, I remember this horse. I can't remember the name, but it's the one with the really short legs compared to the others. That's huge, fluffy, full of giant head and big, cloppy hooves. Okay, you know what, guys? I've got the list open, so let's have a quick look. I know I said I wasn't going to do this and leave it to all of you, but I'll risk getting my phone stolen. Because sometimes risk is worth it. As this horse is about to find out if she steps over the line. Look. She wants to touch the horse. She really wants to touch the horse. So that troop will definitely tell her not to, I'm sure. Oh, look, the horse is frozen. Look. He's like, I love your hat. Okay, so this horse is number blah blah blah. I think it's Sefton. Sefton's a mare as well, folks. How the hell is Miss Brazil not cold with an exposed waist like that in this weather? Old trooper reporting for duty. Here he is. Good man. In fact, I think they should give him crowd control. Now the police are not doing it anymore. Oh, she's actually the partner of MC Snow, the guy that we saw at the other end earlier. They're super resistant to the cold. Wait, let me ask them where they're from. Hey guys, I saw you up there before, like, you're not even cold. It's proper flipping, you're not cold.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Which country are you from?
Spain.
Oh, from Spanish.
Spain, yeah.
And how are you not cold? It's like, it's proper freezing, no, today.
It's so cold.
It's crazy cold. Okay, so Spanish tourist guy is hardier than we Brits, it would appear. You see in his face, like completely bright red, his nose, ears, everything. I guess just wants nice pictures, even if you risk going home with the flu. And we all know what happened the last time a Spaniard went home with the flu, don't we, folks? That's right, it killed about a third of the population. It's a great Spanish influenza epidemic. Oops. Now they all came out and they ran away. Look, there's no tourists here. They actually all literally ran away to the other end. I don't understand it. Except this bro. Oh, here we go again. It's got to be like the perfect picture. So Spanish, not Brazilian. I still think she wants to touch the horse. One thing we haven't been seeing a lot of actually in the past month is crowding around and issues with the archers. It's been a while, hasn't it? In fact, I think going back, probably when the last time we had an issue in the yard was that group of Spanish kids. That's super disrespectful group of Spanish kids. The only danger with producing so many videos, folks, is that we often forget about things that happened before. I'm sounding a teeny bit hoarse, but I'm not sick. It's just because I think I probably... there we go. Throat cleared. Probably... Wait. Wow. Police Grand Prix here on Whitehall today. I probably had one too many mince pies and a glass of mulled wine last night, but I'm fine. I'm not sick. For the moment, but you know what, that won't last. Why? Because, oh my goodness gracious, folks, everybody is coughing and spluttering like mad on the tube and on the buses. And on the BBC News it said that flu has shot up by 70% in the past week, with people being admitted to hospital. Not great, I guess. However, I do think, wait, let me just go back into the yard. I do think that's because the last 24 hours to 2 days caught a lot of people by surprise. Last night was probably the coldest night. When I was leaving to come home at about midnight, it was absolutely freezing. So, you heard it here first, guys. MOD police here are not doing crowd control anymore. That's down to these guys here, or rather their colleagues inside. And to be honest, if we are strictly honest, this is an army property. So should it not be the troopers, or possibly even MPs that are dealing with the public and making sure that they're out of the way? Probably, in all honesty. Not only that, if the MOD police are busy telling tourist crowds, you know, get out of the way and all this kind of stuff, then it's not going to be easy for them to concentrate on their primary target, which is people that seek to disrupt here, i.e. terrorists, etc. And there are plenty of soldiers here. There are at least, let me think about normal guard. We would get probably, let me think, oh, reindeer. It's the Reindeer Joggers Club. Inside probably, I don't think actually, it's not a long guard today I don't think, which means there are at least between 7 and 10 troopers, plus of course 1 or 2 NCOs. Now yes, they've got a lot of horses to look after, yes there's a lot of other work that needs to be done, keeping the kit ready and so on, but at the end of the day there probably are enough soldiers here, not that the army would concur with me, to deal with policing tourists. Yeah, I guess we'll figure it out. Nobody's really sure what they're doing or where they're going, to be honest, I think, this morning. That's the furthest we've ever seen somebody stand from the guard. Thumbs up. Anyway, we got lucky. They didn't change over the gatesman and the chitsman. Now, we won't capture that in this video at the 1 o'clock change. Possibly, if it gets a bit busier here, if I think it's worth it, I might do a little addendum. We will have to see, guys, because right now it's suddenly got super quiet, which is unfortunate because, yeah, we have got the twins that are on in the boxes. Very, very, very unfortunate. Okay, I think we have to sort of split it 50-50. I don't even know, I mean, he did come out before, but I don't even know 100% if we're going to have the gatesman coming in and out and in and out and in and out, etc. Right, tour guide's finished for the day. He's going to the pub. Can't say I blame him. Are we going to get a single tourist going anywhere near a horse? That's the question. What do we think? I personally am on the fence. No, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Oh, oh. Excuse me, almost ruined their picture. Okay. I think, folks, should we get kind of front and centre-ish? Kind of ish, like this? There we go. Ta-da! Oh, nope, we've all decided to leave. He was the last willing tourist. He's like, I can't install those apps on the phone because it's a Huawei and we don't have access to the Google Play Store. Who's next?
Get out the box. Get out the box. I just fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I'll send you another one as well.
Guys, is that Dutch or German? Is he speaking is Dutch? Dutch. How do you say? How do you read this sign in Dutch? Do you know, like, how to beware horses may kick or bite? How do you say that in Dutch?
Want het paard kan schoppen en bijten.
Okay. When she was saying to like get out of the box, did you not understand what she meant? The lady, the soldier.
Oh no, she didn't hear it.
It needs something, I think, doesn't it? Because people don't notice that there's the white box.
I don't know.
Yes.
I stand it in.
No, I saw that you didn't see
yes,
it.
yes,
Yes,
I don't.
yes.
First time seeing this, the horses. So is it your
Yes.
first time? It's
Yes.
pretty amazing, no?
Yes.
Beautiful thing to see.
But I thought maybe if they wanted to have to put a chain or something.
To be honest, a lot of people said that, but sometimes, like this morning, some of the times the horses like get a bit nervous and they run out.
Yes.
So if there's a
yes.
chain, the horse will get
Safety
caught.
for the horse.
Yeah, the horse has to come first, I
Yeah.
guess.
I understand. But I don't see it.
No, I know it's fun. Look on your face though when.
Yeah, but
when you
it's better when they're standing from keep out of the box.
yeah, I think it
Yeah.
needs another sign though that says
Yes,
like, keep out of the box or
because
keep out the white line.
Because in Holland we have a lot of lines everywhere.
It's a very
Yes.
liney country, isn't it? Actually,
Yes.
you're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Voor mij op foto.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, nice to meet you. Thank you. Super friendly guys. I mean, to be honest, almost everyone that we meet from Holland here is so lovely that if I ever get my British citizenship, I can't even speak, my British citizenship, there we are, a bit of a mouthful of that, British citizenship, revoked. I mean, not that it's going to happen, but one never knows. If I don't cover HCAV in a positive light, the army might pull some strings. If I ever get my citizenship revoked, I'm going to move to Holland. Why? Beautiful people, friendly people, happy people, smiley people, and generally thoroughly lovely. Oh, these two guys shaking hands. It's a shame that that little handshake didn't last a bit longer. And this is why. It's a Terminator of Gatesman. Even this bro's like, what the hell, look. He's like, whoa, I'm not going to mess with him. The thing that I like about that troop in particular is that he has real natural authority and presence. I did mention this, I think, the first day that we saw him. The Blues, wherever they're getting these new troopers from, wow. Okay, so we're slightly at the side again. And it's noon. So we met litter pickers, we met lovely Dutch tourists. Bless her though, she didn't know what the guard was telling her. But it was kind of funny. I think the natural reaction or response is to freeze somewhat on the spot, isn't it? When somebody's shouting at you, you're kind of like, why are they shouting? What do they mean? What do I need to do? Or what did I do wrong? If somebody shouted at me like that in Holland, you know, blah, 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 whatever in Dutch, I'd probably be like, you know, I have no idea what you're talking about, sorry. So much as we laugh, and I do laugh because it is funny, it's kind of harmless fun. Nobody's going to risk it now. Wait, someone's got some balloons. Look, this guy over here. He's got some balloons. Look, like I think is that not Tigger from Winnie the Pooh? The balloon man. Someone's birthday, I guess. Keep an eye behind me as well, because although there are decent numbers here, very, very few people are going forward into the box. I can actually stand right in the middle and film the whole thing, look, which hardly ever happens. And if I flip around quickly, yeah, it is the two twins. I didn't want to call it because there's another lady trooper that looks very, very, very similar to these two. And no, guys, before you say it, we don't have Blues and Royals triplets, not yet anyway. Now let's see if we can ID this horse as well. Oh yeah, hello, we did forget about you. Second, let's wait for this lady to finish having a picture and we'll move across to see if we get an ID. So I think we got most, if not all of today's horses, did we not? Let's have a look at the hoof number at this end. So Sefton at the other end. Who's this one? This will be my last horsey picture of the day. This one's got a great pose going on right now, look at that. Ears up. Now he's looking at the camera. Yes, you little scoundrel. The thing about these murky days is that, for some reason, the hoof numbers, I guess it's because they're not covered in mud, are so much easier to read. This is a low one. This is Neptune, folks. Oh, ears twitching when I said it. Yeah, it's a beautiful Neptune. Looking pretty chill this morning, actually, to be honest. For some reason I was thinking javelin, but then we know it's not javelin. I think it's the blaze. I always try to get something from the blaze. He's a beauty though, eh, Neptune? Look at those 2 white socks at the back as well. But again, folks, you know, other than Tigger Man, if that's actually even who it is, the second I move, the tourists move away. Look, we go right back. And I never ever film from this far back, ever, because it's too busy. So we're gonna have to wait and see, I guess. I do like the mobility though of a quiet morning. You can even walk in the middle of the road. Look, a quieter morning. Numbers here are plentiful, but those going up are pretty much non-existent. I don't know why. I mean, look at it. Oh, look, no. Ah, here we go. Finally. Hunter at last. We squeeze through. Bomb.
I saved them all via Snapchat.
Horses definitely seem a lot happier this morning, folks. I'm not going to lie. Even if they had brought them out yesterday, it wouldn't have lasted. They would have gone back inside real fast. I mean, we can appreciate the themes of Beverly Hills cob, even though I didn't know what it was yesterday, but the horses probably wouldn't. Kid's like, move us back, Daddy, for goodness sake, look. It's like this horse is looking at me, he wants to bite me.
My God, proper guns.
I feel like Robocop in his boots.
They look awesome. I wish I had a pair like that. I just have my like normal like ones. Yeah, well, you know.
In fact, even the chill Spanish tourists are still here. Yeah, I'm just focusing on the crowd until people actually bother to come over. You can probably hear, guys, there's at least 100 people behind me now. It's completely packed, but they're all behind and not in front. Until now.
C'è scritto i cavalli possono calciare o mordere, non toccare il cavallo. Tra l'altro, fino a quest'estate c'era scritto non toccare le redini.
Yep, no one's obviously worrying about the fact there's a camera here today.
Però in tanti
Yes, even this dude.
si mettono vicine e lo hanno messo proprio il cartello non toccare il cavallo e poi da non toccare le redini.
How thoroughly lovely and seasonal from gorgeous bag. To be fair, considering how much time she spent with the horse, more than the trooper in fact, it's remarkable that she hasn't yet got the shower of that. I don't actually understand what it is though that what they're trying to do, what they're trying to get. Okay, we've got lots of hoodie types just turned up on the left. The thing is, they spotted the cameras. Now they've just said to each other, you're not allowed to go over that white line. So if they do, they're doing it intentionally. Ah, they've actually walked behind me. Folks, what is she doing? Don't do it. He's going to sacrifice the kid over the line. Oh, that farmer is a day late. By the way, folks, I noticed that a few of you had asked in different videos, why is there always so much luggage at horseguards? I can answer that definitively. I mean, there are actually two reasons, to be fair. Reason number one, typical hotel check-in times in London are the same as in other places. They're 3 p.m. Not universally, but typically 3 p.m. A lot of people take a very, very early arriving flight. Why? Because it's typically the cheapest flight of the day. In other words, if you're getting to Heathrow at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 a.m., you're going to be saving a fortune compared to arriving lunchtime, mid-afternoon, early evening. Same when you fly anywhere. So you've got two options. You can go to your hotel, depending on if it's near to where you want to go. In other words, you want to look at Buckingham Palace. If you're staying near Buckingham Palace, you can drop your luggage in and they will hold it at the reception. A lot of people don't know that hotels will hold your luggage or anything else at the reception until you check in. They think, oh, we can't go to the hotel until we can check in and get our key and blah, 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 whatever. That's reason number one. Reason number two, especially a little bit later, is that sometimes hotels turf people out at 11 a.m. Sometimes it's noon. Sometimes you can ask for a late checkout, but you'll typically have to pay more. So if you're getting booted out of your hotel at 11 and it's near here, horseguardsparade, Raffles, one of the hotels that's 5-10 minutes from here, what are you going to do with your luggage between getting thrown out of the hotel, or not thrown out, between checking out of the hotel and having to go to the airport? Normally you get up early, you've already had your breakfast. So say you've got a flight at 4 p.m. What are you going to do for those 5 hours between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m? Bit of a wander around, last look at the palace, horse guards, blah, 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 blah. And then obviously you'll head to the airport and jump on the plane for your flight home. So you either arrive too late or essentially you arrive too early. It's pretty much one or the other. I'm seeing a very curious thing in the yard, folks, which I mean, I might be right about, I might be wrong about. I don't understand why, unless, actually, you know what, I'm not even going to make assumptions. This little lad is admiring the guard. Bless him. Let's hope he doesn't go under the chain. That will not be a particularly pleasant thing to see if he does, because the guard will have to tell him to move back. Bless his little heart, folks, eh? That's adorable, but I'm going to leave him to it. That's not. I don't feel comfortable standing that close. Oh, he just said thank you. Obviously, I had. He said thank you very much, guard. The little kid. What a cutie, eh? Wow. Bless him. Okay, so we're back at the front. Even if you had been shouted at, that's not something I would ever post. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. It feels exploitative. Okay, so we're back at the front. Oh, that's it, folks. Right on the line. Spot on, in fact. Well done. Feels like I'm zoomed in, but I'm not actually. I'm at 1. Doesn't feel as though we've actually got a lot on the screen, does it? Feels like everything's a bit squished. Wait, if I step back behind the bollards, yeah, we're not zoomed in at all. Oh, lunchtime joggers. Goodness me, the Spanish two that we spoke to about the cold weather earlier are still here getting pictures. I have no idea how she didn't freeze. She's basically got nothing on, and it is proper cold. Folks, I'm still looking into the yard. There's all sorts of bits and bobs going on. I'm actually genuinely shocked, guys, that we got so close to an hour already. I kind of almost had somebody's head in the camera. It feels like we've just started. And we've had Tango Man here before. That's Tango Girl. Look. Quite an unusual morning, to be quite honest with you all. Even Sefton agrees that it's cold. He's right, it is cold. Bing bong. That will be, checking the time of the video, yeah, that will be the last rounds. Oops. Sorry.
John?
I am John. Oh. Which John?
YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's me. Am I in trouble? Wait, that's not an FBI badge, is it?
You have given me lots.
No.
No, you have given me hours of enjoyment.
Then ask the guard if you can put it in her boot. I'm not going to take anything from you. You're too kind. You're too
I
kind.
don't want to be on camera.
Then I'm going to turn the camera away while you ask her. I give you my word, I will not film you. I give you my word. The gent from the US, folks. No, she said no. She said no. Yeah. Plus, I didn't want the guard thinking for a second that I was going to film it as you did it. So that's a very kind thing to offer.
I saw a video last week. First time I saw a little kid do it.
I think, to be honest, that was only because the gunner that was on, obviously the King's Troop were not here very much. I did speak to him directly about that afterwards. He said I didn't even know what to do with the money after it was given to me. So it was probably given to the museum, or maybe he kept it.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. It's very kind, but I can't accept it.
Well,
I do this for fun. You know.
Well, you've given me many hours of enjoyment.
I get a lot of enjoyment doing this, so I think you can see.
My 84-year-old neighbor, and I go over every night with my dog. And 5 days a week we turn on your video.
Okay.
And we watch.
Where are you from? Which part of the US?
Colorado.
Oh my God, really? But, I mean, that's got to be probably the most beautiful state in the union, am I right?
I think so.
Colorado or Montana?
Yeah.
Probably.
But she rode horses until she was 4, until she was 80.
Really? So a lifetime?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
And she said, "Are you bigger picture taken so I can do it?" And I said, "No. You want to touch a horse?" I said, "Man, I can drive 7 miles up to your stable and touch all the horses."
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
I've seen horses.
Yeah, that's a very good
We
point.
watch it for the people.
I mean, it did become sort of accidentally, but in a good way, inadvertently, something of a people-watching channel, because the idiocy that we do see here sometimes, especially the people that are very rude, a little bit toxic, it is entertaining to watch. You know, we all have to admit it. You know, I don't like to admit it, but it genuinely is, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
But my pleasure, and you are not on the video. You'll see it today. You're not there. As I promised, I moved it aside. What's your name? Grant. It was a pleasure. You are an absolute gem. I appreciate the gesture. Thank you so much. Folks, he was lovely. It was also imperative that, not just because Grant said he didn't want to be on it, but I did not want for a second the guard ever thinking that I would set something like that up. You all know I wouldn't, but there are people here that might have assumed that was a setup. That's exactly why I moved the camera away, because I wouldn't set something up and then not film it, would I? So I covered myself as well as respecting Grant's wishes. In other words, we both benefited. But you didn't see it, but the guard shook her head. He approached politely, respectfully, a gesture, could he put the money into her boot? She shook her head and said no. She refused. Fair enough, as is her right to do so. But wow, what a lovely fellow, actually, guys. He actually wanted to give me the cash as a thank you for the channel. People? No. Instead, guys, you can help me a different way. Let's get the channel to 100k ASAP. How's about that? Okay. Plus, there are other links. You know, there's like a buy me a coffee link, that kind of thing. Hard cash. Much as I appreciate the gesture, give it to the museum people. Anyone that does want to come here, make any kind of donation, go to the museum at the back and give it to the staff at the counter. Donate it to HCAV. You don't need to give it to me. I appreciate it, but that's some far better cause than yours truly. Oh. She's French. Something rouge. What did you say? Something rouge. Maybe about the plume. Quite get that. Nope. This tortoise is horsophobic, hence being so far away. Look. I'm so uncomfortable because at the moment, folks, the boy we saw with the stick, the boy with the issue with his sight, is being followed around by a little group of streamers. Actually, flip me! I'll give them some privacy on a family day out. No, unbelievable! Oh my gosh! Finally, the Spanish couple have put their coats on. Goodness gracious me! Utterly extraordinary. Cephas, don't do it. I thought he was going to dash forward then. I just wish that we had a little bit more time. I might go over time, we'll see. It's picking up a little bit here now. This happens every time. We get kind of like, you know, to the end in one a way or another, and then boom. Oh, he's telling her get closer to the line. This is like, do not get closer to the line. Chomp. Oh, that girl just littered on the gate, folks. Coffee cup. Naughty, naughty. She's like, did anyone see? Oh, hold on. What's this? Santa lunchtime running group. Kind of picked up here a little bit now. Look at that. From where we were before to this. Gosh. It's a pity, folks, that they're not more willing to pose for Christmas pictures. I was actually thinking, and I'm genuinely surprised it hasn't happened, I was actually thinking we get a lot of people wearing Santa hats and so on. The reason the horse is a little bit nervous, clippy-cloppy, is that at the moment he's boxed in by this massive, what's that, West bus? Okay. Yeah, it's the bus that's leaving him a little bit unsettled. There's a sort of red wall along Whitehall, in fact, which he's not happy about clearly. And I can't say I blame him, to be fair. Sorry, let me get out of the way. Stand up next to the bollard. Someone's coming in behind with a pushchair. Flip me on. Some people are super tall. They're going to scare the horse. Who's up next? Oh, I think this dude got lost on the way to his ski resort. Oh, actually, wait, it's not Tigger, I don't think, that the balloon that the chap had earlier. We used to see him, didn't we, in the yard before. luckiest time with a horse. I mean, strictly speaking, there's a wheel over a line, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to say, what the hell? I don't think we need to be there, folks. Let's go to the other end. One second. Okay, the pink-hatted, pink-coated, pink everything brigade are back. Been shopping at Selfridges. Oh yeah, don't worry about the camera, bro. It's okay. He actually stopped to say sorry. Oh goodness me. I always mean that in a light-hearted way, you know I do. I've never had a conflict here once in 2 years with anyone about almost smashing into the camera. It'd be as much my fault as theirs, but as I said multiple times, we are going to get a face plant live on camera. It's absolutely inevitable, guys. It will happen. Just because everything happens. I'm just going to have a quick wander through the tunnel to the back before I finish up at the front. It's been roughly a week, I think, since we last went to the back, and I think that they've finally cleaned everything up. Very, 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 very murky day, though, guys. Look. But if anything, I think the most interesting thing in this video was confirmation as to why the police are no longer willing to deal with the excessive numbers that flood into here. In case you missed that part, guys, it's now the Army's exclusive responsibility to deal with crowd control. Yeah. Bit of a murky one, isn't it? But they cleaned everything up. It's all gone. Everything that was here has vanished. And to be honest, this likely now will stay in the same condition until probably January, if not February. I don't think there are any more events planned. I think we've pretty much done it all. And it's extraordinary thinking back to those sweaty evenings here in the summer with Trooping the Colour and Beating Retreat. How fast, I never noticed before in my previous post-filming Horseguards life, just how fast the seasons tend to roll into one another. And yet here we are, in the heart of winter. This is the first time I'm actually actively looking forward to the heat of summer again, and it will be here soon. Because much as it's fun to laugh at bobble hats and different outfits and so on, the summer has a certain vibe that can't be beaten. See, look, more luggage. And more buses. And the trouble is, the busier it gets here, the more nervous horses are going to get. Anyway, these two gents will be our final tourists, unless someone else rolls up really quick. Our almost last. Oh, actually, wait, it's a tour group. Yeah. Nothing much will go wrong here, simply because he's normally pretty on it, that tour group leader. Oh, he said to the horse, "Thank you, you look very handsome." Not entirely sure the horse is going to respond. Notice though, all of his group are pretty much gluing their feet on the white line. These two are our final two, guys, but we'll be back, as I mentioned, real soon. Well done, tourists, and well done, troopers. Our final shot, the glorious Sefton. Doesn't he look wonderful? Back soon, people. Bye for now.